What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and as you can see in front of me, we have 6 different pocket pistol options. If you know me, I carry all sorts of ways, but one of the most popular ways I carry is pocket pistols. Literally, I just played tennis this morning with my Ruger LCP in my pocket, and I was just fine, didn't go anywhere, but I still had something on me, and I still felt like in that situation, going to the tennis courts, which is going to be a low crime area, I'm going to be fine. 6 + 1 = 380, I'll be just fine. Now, honorable mention, because I do pocket carry this, even though it's not a pocket pistol. This is a single stack 9mm Walther PPS M2. This has been my new work carry, and I carry it in the Vetter pocket locker holsters. That's how I carry a majority of my pocket pistols, and the only reason I don't is if I don't have a holster for them yet. But this is the way to go. You want something that's solid, something that'll come off when you push on it, something that'll latch, and something that's not going to go with your firearm, and also something that can't deform and press down that trigger. So check out Vetter pocket locker holsters. They are the best. I use them almost every day of my life. Now, let's go through and just make sure everything is clear. I do clear everything before the video. Sorry about that. This is what I literally just carried this morning. Felt perfectly fine with it. Taurus Spectrum. Absolutely love this handgun. I'm going to tell you what my favorites are, what I don't like about certain ones, stuff like that. These have all been cleared prior, like I said, but we still are going to do it just so they don't get honest about it. Diamondback DB9 Gen4. This is the only 9mm on the table. Then my Airweight 642 chambered in .38 Special. Empty. Even though you don't have to do that. I just love pulling the trigger on that thing because it's super cool. Anyways, let's start with comparing them, different sizes. We'll just go down the line. Let's compare basically everything to the original. Actually, let's start with the LCP Max. We'll compare everything to the LCP Max because that is now the gold standard in my opinion. This is the way to go if you want a 380 pocket pistol with capacity, 10 + 1 setup in this setup versus its little brother, the original LCP. It is thinner, the original, but it is going to be shorter as well. Look at that. So this is the way to go, are these small firearms. If you really need deep concealment or are carrying somewhere where there's going to be metal detectors, or not metal detectors, but it's frowned upon, you want something super tiny, LCP is definitely the way to go. But let's compare the Max. Let's do this Taurus Spectrum, 6 + 1 = 380 as well. About the same length for all these, but shorter. The Pico is the thinnest of all of them, only 18mm wide, literally the thinnest handgun that's chambered in .380 in the world, but as you can see, it is longer than the other ones. Diamondback DB9 Gen4, 6 + 1 = 9mm, and this is with the pinky extension, so you know it is longer, but 9mm, .380. Like I said, you can't really go wrong with any of these. Oh yeah, and then we'll compare the 642 Airweight. Lengthwise, not bad. It's just the shape of revolvers make it a little harder to pocket carry, but I still consider it a very light pocket carry option. I think it's like 14 ounces or something crazy. And also, you can shoot through a bag. You can shoot in, through your pocket of your hoodie if you had to, and it's still going to cycle because you don't have a slide reciprocating. You simply have a wheel gun. Absolutely love it. Now, when it comes down to it, we're going to go through each one and what I like about it and what I don't like. The Airweight, like I said, it's bigger. So it's harder to carry in certain areas. There's certain just shorts that come with weird pockets or shorter pockets. So it's harder to carry something like this without the grip sticking out because of the shape and stuff like that. But it's very comfortable in the hand. I love this grip. It's going to be harder to shoot than the rest of these. I'm just going to be honest with you. Chambered in .38 Special, but it's more of just the trigger. It's a heavy trigger. But look you will never have that accidentally pulled. This is probably going to be your safest bet for pocket carry. But if you have it in a Kydex pocket locker holster, you won't have any issues with that anyways. But it is very well defined, right? I didn't let it reset. So you got to let it basically go all the way out. You saw what I just did. Look at. So it has to literally go all the way out before that next shot, which it is what it is. I do pocket carry it from time to time, but I do like these other semi-auto options better. LCP Max. The thing I like about this, it has the best trigger. Ready? It has the best trigger out of all this. It's still a little heavy, so you're not going to accidentally have a discharge, and it has a trigger safety. But it's crisp, it's defined, it's really nice. And this is the most ergonomic out of all of them, especially with that 12-round mag in, but with the 10-round, it's just fine. Pretty ergonomic. I got the different slide Cerakote on it because LCPs tend to have a little bit of rust issues. So I thought I'd give myself my best bet at not having rust issues because when you carry in the pocket, your firearm is going to get moist. I don't really have anything I don't like about it. I mean, sometimes Rugers to me feel a little cheap, but honestly, I love the LCP Max. It comes with great sights, a great trigger. What more can you ask for? And it's been reliable. The original LCP is the pinnacle of pocket carry. Literally, this thing can go anywhere with you. I have a couple holsters that make it look like a little wallet in your pocket. No one would ever suspect deep concealing an LCP. Super light. I did throw the hoe grip on there because it makes it feel more ergonomic, which with the hoe grip, the thing feels, for a pocket pistol, feels great. But it does have that heavier trigger, which we're going to go to. It's not as nice and crisp as the Max, but still very good. And almost a false reset, it felt like. Yeah, like a double reset, which is fine. So it's going to basically be a full trigger pull like this every single time, which is fine. No big deal. You hear that? There's like a double, which it is what it is. I love this thing. I shoot it really well. And a lot of these triggers are going to be different during live fire shooting, which, for instance, this right here. Taurus Spectrum and 100% reliable. This you can get for under 200. This is going to be like 450 to 550. This is going to be about 300 to 375. This is going to be anywhere from 250 to 300. This right here is going to be around $200, maybe a little less. The Beretta Pico, if you can find one, is probably going to be like 300. The Diamondback DB9 Gen4 going to be about 240, 260. But I love the Spectrum. Mine's been 100% reliable. It's ran every kind of ammo through it. It's really nicely textured. I mean, really nice. I love the way it feels. It's actually pretty ergonomic now that I'm gripping it again. Pretty ergonomic. I have a video up of me shooting it, a shooting review video. Absolutely love this thing. It is so slick that nothing is going to get caught on anything. There's going to be no snagging. Now that trigger, I can show you because this is what the trigger's like. Listen. There's a little grit, but when you live fire this, trust me, I was hitting my first shots when I haven't shot it for a while, came out, I shot 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6, but then my next 2 mags were 100%. Then my last 2 mags after that were like 90%. And that was shooting fast. I was mag dumping this thing at distance, 25, 30 feet. Not a single issue with it. It shoots fast. It's reliable as can be. Yeah, the sights are junk, but the sight's going to be junk on a lot of these. You're not going to use this for sights. You're basically not going to use this at distance. You can shoot this at distance. You can shoot it, 20 yards and be fine. But chances are this is a get-off-me gun. It's a secondary weapon. You're pocket carrying in an area that chances are isn't going to be dangerous, but you still want something on you. I love this. It's genius from Taurus. I'm very surprised it didn't take off. And look where it's made, guys. It's made in Miami. So the stuff in their Miami factory tends to be better quality. Or my Taurus Spectrum, haven't had any issues. So how can I really complain about it? Love that thing. Beretta Pico. This is my most recently picked up one. This feels the best quality out of all these except the revolver. The revolver is the best quality. But this Beretta is next. But what I don't like about it is, look at where your fingers go. It's literally a 1.5 finger grip. Check that out. 1.5. Even though there is an extended mag, but it doesn't add capacity, which makes no sense. But it just feels weird. It's not ergonomic at all. And it's very slippery, so I don't really like that. I did order grips for it, though, so I think that'll change it, add a little width to it. I don't mind if I only have one finger on the pistol, because in reality, a lot of times with people shooting, this is throwing them off, your pinky. This is throwing you off. Don't believe me? Grip your firearm hard and shoot. Tell me how that hand is gripping hard and pulling the trigger and staying steady at the same time. It just doesn't happen. That's why sometimes not having a pinky on a firearm feels weird, but you're going to be more accurate with it. What I don't like about this is 2 things. I'm not used to that paddle release, right? It took me a while. Like that time it went for you guys, but you just got to hit it in a certain spot. Other than that, like I said, it's better quality, better made. Stainless steel slide, which is perfect for pocket carry because it's not going to rust. Stainless steel, externals, barrel, all that. You want that in something that's going to be, getting hit with moisture. The other thing I don't like about it is this trigger. Ready? It is it's so not only heavy, but it's gritty. Once again, though, live fire is different. It is very, you can really tell when it's about to go off, so you can really control it well. But that reset is just a slow reset and a pain in the butt. It's like your finger moves, and it's slow to catch up, which I don't like that. But good pocket pistol from Beretta. I had to show it some love. I bought it used. At first, it couldn't even feed around, but then I just had to put a bunch of oil, clean it. Now this thing runs flawlessly. So, love this thing. It just may require a little bit more loving, you know what I mean? Now the only 9mm on the table, the Diamondback DB9 Gen4. I just want to say their previous models did have some issues, but their Gen 4s have been flawless, and this is an example. I have a video of me shooting this fast from a decent distance, 25, 30 feet, hitting shots like crazy. And this thing can run plus P 9mm. So what more can you ask for? This is a true pocket rocket. All the controls work great on it. I mean, this thing is just... wow, of course when I say that, it doesn't lock back right. That's hilarious. But I've never had any issues while live firing it. Maybe I didn't have it locked. See, now it's not doing it, right? It's not going on its own. Maybe I didn't have it locked back all the way. But, see, all the controls work really well on it. Everything's sort of hidden. It takes down like a Glock. It takes Glock sights. Has a really nice trigger on it. Ready? And it's a metal trigger. Reset. I mean, this is just a great trigger. It feels like a Glock trigger, but a little more crisp. Absolutely love this thing. And stainless steel once again, so you're not going to be having those rust issues. Like I said, you can put any sights from Glock on there. Very ergonomic in the hand, great texture. Once again, just a get-off-me gun in my pocket, a secondary option, a deep concealment option. But guys, I pocket carry outside of work, almost daily. It all depends on the activity I'm doing, but I love it. You're not going to have anyone looking at you weird at the playground as you're pushing your kids on the swing, and all of a sudden they see your firearm pops out because your shirt goes up the wrong way. And then you have all these, parents who are like, oh my gosh, guns, oh my gosh. You don't want to deal with that. So sometimes pocket carry is the option. Absolutely love this thing. Don't sleep on the Diamondback DB9 Gen4. It runs every load I've ran through it. It ran Civil Liberty Defense rounds, which is what I carry in it. Absolute beast of a firearm. Love these things. Let me know in the comments your favorite or any other options you have. Thanks for watching.